That's the beauty about it. Where should I start? I was born in the state of Vermont. It's a lot cooler there. There's mountains there. There's also 2% Christian there. So the name of Jesus was always just a swear word in Ben Fuller's mouth. I grew up with a grandpa who was a tough guy, a dad who was a tough guy, and he passed that down to me. All I wanted to hear was, I love you. And I never heard it. Being the son of a dairy farmer is a tough thing. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of hay bales to throw. At 16 years old, I had reached a point. I'd had enough fights. I was tired. I didn't think anybody loved me. I had it all together on the outside. But on the inside, I was a mess. And so nobody was home one day, and I walked into the farmhouse. And I pulled a rifle off the wall. And I put it over my shoulder. And I walked out into the woods. My dad had a lot of woods. He had a lot of land. And I stumbled out back and I found a quiet spot. And I put the gun barrel right in my mouth. And I put my thumb right on the trigger. And I nearly pressed it. But God had other plans for my life. But it didn't stop there. 14 and a half years. Cocaine, alcohol, sex, you name it. Everything to try to fill every void of my life, and nothing worked. I'm here to tell you. I've seen it all, I've done it all. Nothing worked. But God had other plans for my life. And He knew I loved country music. And so He moved me down to Nashville, Tennessee. I was going to sing country music for a living, but God had other plans for my life. And I got invited to church in the fall of 2019. One whole year of singing everybody's favorite country songs down on Broadway, drinking and driving, back and forth, tired and empty and confused. There's got to be something more. God had other plans for my life. And I got invited to church. Church of the City it was. Franklin, Tennessee. It's about this big, actually. People look just like you, shining and smiling with your arms raised high. And I walked in the back and I heard the music. And as a man who lived as an addict for most of his life, I'd never felt so high. And I didn't have to do anything for it. You see, I didn't have to wake up hungover. I didn't have to spend any money. I didn't have to do anything bad or illegal to do it. It was free. And His name is Jesus. And so I called on the name right there. I said, if you are who they say you are, can you do this for me? Can you fix me? Can you help me? Help me. So I'm with you tonight, 4.5 years clean and sober.